for the floor of your closet, do you walk in and go, oh, I just dropped my keys somewhere and drop a scarf somewhere and it's a little disorganized? Well, Jane DeNoble is here with the rescue because she, lovely lady, nice to see you.
So good to see you.
Is like the solution to all of our organizational conundrums. And this is one of them that is so awesome. It's called the Pop It. It's a collapsible 12 or 24 Qube. Do you see how fast she did this? Customer top rated. All of a sudden you didn't have storage and now you do have storage just like that. Feature price $39 for the 12, $59 for the 24, but guess what? Look at the easy pay. So $19.50 for the 12, $29.50 for the 24, and that is just 2 months of easy pay. Get as many as you like, because here's what I'm thinking: in front of the door, in the kids' playroom, in the rec room, out in the garage. Here are your colors. This is the beige. We also have a navy, and we also have your black. Maybe I'll just move the black over this way. Yeah. We also have black. Yeah. So just pick your size, pick your color. Feel free to order as many as you like. It's V32706. Jane DeNoble, this is genius because
Isn't this great?
I think actually I'm going to find pairs of shoes that I didn't know I had because they're somewhere thrown in the back of the closet.
The heap of shoes.
Like in the heap of shoes, exactly.
Yes.
So
now,
can you tell me what this is?
This is Pop It. Pop It is all about popping things open. Poof. No assembly, no parts, no men. We could do it ourselves.
Sure.
I have to tell you, it took me longer to take this out of the box than to put it together because it just pops open. There's no particle board.
Look at that.
Yeah. And then after you pop it open, there's 2 zippers on the back. You go ahead and you zip it down. This just makes it more rigid and more, you know, so it stands up
It gives
nice.
it its form.
Yeah, it gives it
structure.
form. Right. And now this is the 24. Has 24 different cubes. Each cube is about the size of a shoebox. So that's why we think it's great for shoes. Each one holds up to 10 pounds because it's a steel frame. So it has the rigidity that it needs to hold that weight.
And then how much can each of these hold, or each row?
10 pounds.
Okay, 10
so
pounds.
that's 240
10 pounds per row.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Let me give you measurements on this. If you're thinking, all right, Rach, I want a couple of these, and a lot of you pick up more than one. So the one that is actually the 24 is going to be about 41 inches high, 37 inches long, and then the depth on this, so how deep it is, 12 inches wide. So that's your depth on the underside if you were to look at it that way. Look how easy that is.
Yeah.
And here's the 12.
Yeah, this is the navy. It's a very nautical navy.
Love
and
it.
I say if you have a little closet, if you have just a regular closet, do the 12. Or what I did, I used the 12 on each side and I put a bench in the middle.
Yes.
So I have his in one side, mine on the other side.
Bench in the middle.
I double some of my shoes up. I could have used the 24 actually.
Yeah. No, I love that idea.
You know what they say? What? They say the average woman has 30 pair of shoes. I am finally above average.
Well, there you go, Jane.
Okay.
Well, you've always been above average in my eyes.
I don't know
You're
about
a doll.
that.
So, you know, this one, in terms of height, again, if you're measuring right now, need to let you know that this is about 27.5 inches high, 29 inches long, and again, 12.5 inches wide on this one. So this is the blue. We also have your black, and then we also have the beige. So the 3 colors, 2 different sizes.
Yeah, and it's a heavy-duty canvas, so it's great to use. I just want to show you, like,
Sure,
to get
let's
an
do
idea
it.
with a closet. Normally, you just have one area to put your shoes on the bottom there. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Love it.
shelves. On the top, I put purses. Why not? Have them on display. Here I have the weight, so you can see it holds up to 10 pounds.
For each tray. Love it.
Yeah, smaller purses, shoes. If you have smaller shoes, you can even double them up like that if you want to. Or, you know, if you have the room, put them each on display. I do have a quick tip if you want to put things away for the seasonal items. You just flip it around like this, and you put it against the wall. This way it keeps all the dust off of there. And if you do need to access it during the season where you're not using it, you could just do that. Take
You can do
out.
it from the back side.
And it keeps everything nice and dust-free.
Okay,
So,
remember, choosing how many you'd like, 12 or 24, choosing your color, the navy, the black, or the beige. 3 colors. Pick as many as you'd like. I know that if you go to other like organizational stores, you could see something like this and easily expect to pay 3 times as much. I love that we've got them available. Maybe we can see some of the customer reviews. 2 months of easy pay. And if you're new to QVC or if you're a veteran QVC shopper, we can all take advantage of the easy pay. So that's on whatever credit card of your choice, $19.50 for the 12 or $29.50 for the the 24 to get it home, and then you pay that same amount next month. What are you showing me, Janie?
Well, think about how you're storing things away. All the toys, all the things in the living room. Are they put away nicely, or are they put away in bins that you can't see? Now, we're seeing it with the Pop-It. I love that everything's on display. Easy to find. And when you're done, store it away. Even Beth, our coordinating producer, says she uses it for her mom-in-law when she comes to visit. But this is how a lot of us store things. And unfortunately, you don't know what's in these bins. Now we can take them out. Great for kids to get organized. They have their toys on display. Maybe you want to use it for your craft room. Also, by the front door, the dog's toys, the cat toys. Make a cubby for that. The winter time. The scarves
and hats and mittens,
and the boots,
the rain boots.
You know, go ahead, get those organized as well. And also, for the living room, you got your disc gear, you got your remote control. And I want to show you this too real quick. A lot of people use this in their vehicle as well. Like for a trunk organizer, you take it and you flip it this way. Now, if you want to organize things like that, things
if you have a big van,
right? You don't want things to run, slide all over. Or if you go to a big box store too, it's easy to get organized. Now, some people also use it underneath their bed, but I have to say, you have to have the bed that's elevated a little higher.
Yeah, you need height. You need at least 13 inches of clearance.
Definitely, because this is about 12 inches high, so you want to have that clearance. So great way to use it. And then when you're done with it, it just folds down. You know, so many times we get that particle board stuff that's impossible to put together. It's like take A to F and this, Now it's quick and easy. It sets up in seconds.
So over 20,000 of these have been sold. It's customer top rated. The reviews are on the bottom. Awesome, saves closet room, so you're not doing any reconstruction. You're not doing construction at all with hundreds of dollars. It was just as easy as demonstrated on TV, and I have lots of extra storage. I was saying to Jane that if you're somebody who takes care of a daycare, if you happen to do Bible study for the youth in your church, you want to, order as many of these as you possibly can, because the little kids, as they're coming in, they get their own individual cubby. So that would be a great idea. I understand over 700 of these have already been ordered on the day. I don't always see this on Easy Pay, so that just gives you an opportunity to take advantage of it. You break the payments up into $2, $59, and $39. Thank you so much, Jane DeNoble. Dan is going to let us know what's coming up in the next couple hours.
Rachel, it's right now 37 minutes after the top of the hour. Coming up at 9 a.m. East Coast time, Mary